I'm going to paraphrase, though.
This will be the longest break the breakfast show has ever done. I dropped 4 songs to make this happen. Last break ever. It's August 6th at 9:45. 2010. You got it for the archives.
Oh, you got to have that one.
People don't know this, but Paul Driscoll puts together the music logs and the stuff that we play, and he must have picked that on purpose. I'm
cool.
thinking.
What are we on the last episode of Friends? Thanks, Paul. So this is Keith. This is your last day here at WFNX.
It is.
It's the end of an era. Last night I had a few Pisco Sours, and and I wrote like a statement, but I haven't really read through it since last night. But I kind of wanted to paraphrase for anyone that doesn't know. In 2004, when you came back here in late 2003.
Yep.
In 2004, I got a job offer to replace you.
At my old station.
At your old station down in Virginia. So I didn't know anyone that was associated with WFNX or with what later became FNX at the time. I did call you before I accepted that job, and so I don't remember much about our first phone conversation. Other than you were like, "Robble, job's great, take that job, robble." And I didn't hear from you for like another, I don't know, year or two, and we hung out and whatever. But I wanted to thank you for telling me to take that job.
Oh, all right.
And I wanted to thank you for bringing me here with the Sandbox.
Really?
Kramer, you're ruining the moment.
Like, honestly. But yeah, thank you for bringing me here with the Sandbox. It was an incredible opportunity to put together a morning show from the ground up, to do something that literally was an internet podcast, to be one of the first morning shows in Boston that was socially connected to I feel like do some great things. And even though that is no longer here, it's been a pleasure to actually be by your side and co-host in the morning. So I thank you also for just being a great friend.
Well, thank you,
and being there for me in times of mopiness, as we'll call it. But it has been a true honor to be part of the Keith Dakin era, and I want to thank you.
Oh, well, thank you, Fletcher. That was really nice. I appreciate it. So Kramer's going to be up next. Kramer
Do
and
I get to say something?
Sure, Kramer. Go ahead.
Okay.
We'll take up the whole hour.
Sure, why not? I still have a job. So when I remember you being a lackey here.
Oh, yes.
And we were at Fajitas and Rita's doing a gig.
Oh,
and we
yeah.
were setting up equipment. Remember that?
Yes.
And we were
Thank you,
hanging
Johnny
out, and
L.
I said, you kind of have a good voice. Maybe you should try being a DJ. And you looked at me and said, really? I said, yeah. And look at this.
And here we are. And then Kramer smoked 7 joints, and that was the end of that event.
And I
And
just
I
have.
think we ate everything there.
Yeah, well, that's about right.
And I just have one quick thing to say. I would like to thank you as well, Keith, and I want to thank you for helping me to be on the most morning shows in the history of radio at one radio station. This is morning show number 20.
Right, and next week...
Well, I'll be on vacation for a month. But when I come back in September, Fletcher and I will begin morning show number 21.
I feel good about it.
on this radio.
So consider the rest of August as I host solo without Santoro. That's 20 and a half.
and then 21.
And then Santoro's back in the saddle, and we'll do the breakfast show, morning show number 21.
And even though I never speak to anyone after they leave, just for that, you saying that to me, I'm going to call you
my
once
goodness.
a month.
So I wrote a few things down before we wrap this up here. So a lot of you might know this. As a high school kid, I grew up around here. It was sort of my dream to work at FNX. It's actually written in my high school yearbook, which is ridiculous. And I want to thank Brad and Stephen Mindich for making that happen. I've been here for 7 years, on and off the air. I've worked with great people. I want to thank Gary, Andy, Max Tolkoff, Johnny L., Danielle Sarvis, and Mike Snow, and all the on-air people, Driscoll, Kramer, Henry, Jim Ryan, Begley, Chris Santori. Of course, my wife, Caroline, for putting up with all this. I also want to thank Big Jim, Charlie, Ed, and Fletcher for a 2.5-year period that was probably the greatest work experience I've ever had. And Fletcher, this is all yours now. Enjoy it and love it. And thank you to all you for being a huge part of my life and supporting this radio station as crazy as it may get, right? They let me have one final song, so and I've literally been thinking about this since I gave my notice, and it's of course a U2 song, and we decided to go with Walk On. I thought that made the most sense. So thank you again, everybody, and it's been a
Keith.
Thank you,
it's
Keith.
been a great run. Yay! All right, very
So
good.
gonna
I got a
miss
picture
us.
of Keith.
All right.